And welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. Join me today and learn how yarn gets to a store near you. When I last left you, we were preparing the yarn at the Caron Yarns Factory in Washington, North Carolina. I showed you how the yarn was prepared and the labels were placed, but the journey of the Caron 1 pound yarn ball has just begun. Let me show you the next step involved in getting the yarn from Caron Yarns to a store near you. For massive retail chains, the route is rarely direct to the store, and there's a lot more to it and a few added steps. So today, let's hitch a ride with the Caron 1 pound yarn ball once it leaves Caron Yarns, and let's see where it goes. Let's show you the behind the scenes look featuring Joann Fabric and Crafts as an example. From Washington, North Carolina, it's about 625 miles and 10 hours of driving to get to the Northern Distribution Center in Hudson, Ohio, or the yarn can take a shorter route to the south to Apalika, Alabama with 600 miles and 9 hours of driving, or finally, it can go to Visalia, California, a whopping 2,800 miles, taking the journey about 39 hours of driving. Fun fact, it is possible for a Caron 1 pound yarn ball to travel up to 3,800 miles, taking over 51 hours of travel time to get to the final store. For today, we're going to make the journey from Washington, North Carolina to Hudson, Ohio, where the largest distribution center of the three resides. The yarn arrives safely in the distribution center where the Joann team unloads the truck. It's placed onto the dock, waiting for the receiver to carefully go through the shipment. They have a few things that they need to do at the Joann distribution center, and it's automated by intelligent technology that speaks to each person in the warehouse when wearing a specialized headsets that are voice activated. Both computer and person are talking to each other. The computer asks a question, the person responds with an answer, and everything is hands-free other than the worker touching the box and the product to confirm. Once done, the warehouse computer will automatically assign the next available forklift operator to come and get the shipment and put it into the warehouse in an assigned location designated by the computer. Interestingly enough, once they get to the assigned location, there is a special character that is beside the barcode. The operator must tell the computer what character it is, and the computer will acknowledge that the person has put it where it should be. If the operator gets the character wrong, the computer will tell the operator that they are at the wrong location. This prevents this item from getting lost in amongst 67,000 other items that Joann carries within their warehouse. The Caron 1 pound yarn balls are put away and now waiting for orders from the stores before they are shipped. They are left in their plastic packages to protect the product, and the worker will then remove them from their package once they're at the store. In the meantime, there's over 850 stores in the United States to service. The warehouse computer is monitoring all of the stores as well. That's a lot of data. The next part of the process is dependent on you. That's right, you are part of the process that can trigger Joann computer systems at the warehouse by your purchase when you check out. Joann head office has assigned each shelf the maximum amount of Caron 1 pound yarn balls that will fit on the shelf and may provide some extra for when they sell out. It can be restocked in between each truck delivery. The popularity of this product is dependent if extra is sent to do restocking touch-ups in between each truckload. So as you begin to buy and check out, the computer system is watching the number of balls left on the shelf. When the balls hit to a certain number that is left, it will trigger a new shipment to be made. The item is automatically put onto the list for the next available trailer for when it arrives at the store. Back on the warehouse floor, the warehouse staff are being told in their headsets to go to the yarn aisle and being told how many balls and what color they need in order to send to the store. Depending on how much they need, they can either send an entire case of yarn or create a multi-package of reusable plastic bins along with other yarns that the store needs. Once the worker is done, the worker will apply a special barcode to the top of the box and put it at the starting point of the conveyor system in the area that they are working. There are a massive amount of conveyors working at the same time. Boxes are traveling at rapid speeds overhead, moving products around with the final destination to get to the trailer as fast as possible. The box's barcode will pass through a scanner, and then the computer system knows exactly where the box is on the conveyor at all times. The conveyors are moving extremely fast and converging together from different areas of the warehouse to the main trunk line to where all of the trailers are waiting to be loaded. Passing through the final scanner will tell the computer the box is now heading onto the right trailer. The conveyor is so smart, it spaces the boxes incrementally between each other. You will see the conveyor speed up or slow down as the boxes converge together and somehow do it all seamlessly. Enough space so that each box is redirected without impacting the box in front or behind it. Once the box gets to the right turnoff for the correct trailer, the conveyor system pushes off the box to the final conveyor system that leads directly to the trailer. The boxes now head directly to the trailer where the worker is waiting for the boxes, but they are quickly arriving where there's always boxes to be loaded. Once the trailer is loaded with everything else, the trailer is then picked up and sent to the store. There is one final step involved that the store team members must do. They will use a handheld scanning device to scan the tops of the boxes where the barcodes were. This is the same codes that the computers were looking at prior to it leaving. This will acknowledge to the warehouse computer that the products have arrived. Going back to the customer makes purchases and the inventory then depletes again and triggers the cycle to begin all over again. More interestingly, your purchase can make a difference with the Joann warehouse computer, and it can identify a trend or something unusual. For example, let's say we all run out right now and buy a red Caron 1-pound yarn ball over the next week. We will deplete the red out of many stores suddenly, and the warehouse will identify that there is a different shopping trend. Not only will the computer replace the yarn, but it will signal to those in charge that something is happening with this product. This will give the team at the head office an opportunity to investigate and make adjustments to inventory at the stores if this is needed. This could mean that they would not only send enough yarn to fill the shelves, but also backup yarn so the store shelves don't sell out so quickly. Having said that, if you go on a shopping binge and deplete a color, this will not trigger a change of trend. However, if many people in your store are buying the same color and the same yarn and emptying the shelf constantly, it will trigger a significant change in trend, and decisions will be made behind the scenes to prevent selling out so quickly. Meanwhile, back at Caron Yarns, yarn is being constantly made, so when the distribution centers need more yarn, they can be ready to ship as fast as possible. Once inventory levels hit a certain point and will impact the distribution to the stores, it will trigger a reorder for more yarn to be sent to the distribution center. So from the making of the yarn to getting it to a store shelf near you, there's a lot of miles, decisions, and steps involved. In the event that yarn is being sold faster than it can be made, there may be times when yarn may not be available. Caron 1-pound is made by Spin Rate Yarns that makes over 3,000 different products, so yarn has to be constantly made, not just in one color, but all of the colors in order to keep all of the brands well stocked and ready to ship. So let me give a special thanks to Joann Fabrics and Crafts for allowing me to show what happens to the Caron 1-pound yarn balls behind the scenes, from Caron Yarns direct to you. Until next time, I'm Mikey on behalf of the Crochet Crowd.